Hey guys, welcome back to Heart and Hustle Printing. And today on Heart and Hustle Printing, we're going to be answering 4 questions that you guys have given us, and we're also going to be pressing a shirt. And the images will be coming up right now. But first, before we get on with the video, watch this. Now that you've seen that, now we can get on with the video and the questions.
Alright, so we got a question that I did the last time where I was cutting a piece and it was going crooked, and then I showed you the video to where I just peeled it. So what I didn't show, because my phone ran out of memory, is that I'm going to show you how I use the Cricut mat for my dead space. And then I'm going to show you how to do a cutout on this shirt that I'm doing right here. I'm doing a cutout, and then I'm going to show one of my subscribers said that she ordered a vinyl cutter and the rollers were not installed, so that's awkward. I'm going to show you how mine looked when I got it. Okay, and then I have a question from Michelle Hernandez, who says that when she clicked her cutter plot, that when it brought up the little screen that it didn't show the image, it only showed the font. So I think I know what the problem is, and I'll show you 2 ways or maybe 3 ways that you can fix that. All right, so let's get started with the image that I'm going to cut. So for Michelle, whenever I first got mine, I believe this is what you're talking about, is these rollers right here. This one that runs all the way across from here to here and then from there to there. So when I got mine, they were installed already. I could see how you would have to install it because it has the little Allen key head there, but mine was already installed, and if mine came the way yours came, I would send it back also. So mine came installed, and then it came with the cut piece that I was asking you about, with the test cut that says this was cut by this machine. But yeah, this was already installed when I got it. Okay, so I'm going to show you this image that I'm using and how I did the cutout on it. So let me pull it up. So I'm going to be working on this one right here. So this is what I was talking about when I said I did a cutout, is, as you can see, if I move this, the cap from right here, that the 2000 and the 1 have some cutout inside of it, where instead of overlapping the cap on top of this, it's going to sit in the gap there to where it's going to sit just like that, right? So let me show you how I did that, right? So I'm doing it on a red shirt, so I'm just going to make it burgundy, and then I'm going to come here and I'll just write 2018. Just make it big. Fill it in white. All right, so let me pull up my cap, which I have right here. Drop it in. All right, so let me delete some of this, ungroup it, ungroup, highlight it, delete it, highlight it, delete it, highlight it, delete it. Okay, so now I'm staying with just the cap. Let's move this over so we can group this. Now you got to group it back together, because you're going to see you have this piece as one, as one, as one. So just highlight the whole thing, Control G. That'll do it. All right, so okay, so this is how I did it. So basically what I did was give it a little tilt. Once I get it to where I want it, expand it a little bit, make it fit where I wanted it. So say we wanted it right there, not to be exact, but I used a different font on the other one. But so you would come here, then you would highlight the whole thing. All right, so then you would come up here and find the one that says cutout. So it cuts it out. My bad. So make a copy of it and move it over here. Do that, cut it out, and then this piece will now fit right on top so that it doesn't overlap. So what it's going to do is it's going to sit, everything is going to sit right on the shirt, and it's not going to, the cap's not going to be sitting on another vinyl, right? So that's how you do a cutout, right? So let's get rid of this one. All right, so this is the one we're going to cut. So the word Chase is actually going to go down here on the bottom. So here's the next one. Michelle Hernandez said that whenever she did hers, that she could not see the image. So say this is the image right here. She could see all the words, but she couldn't see the image. So this is what it could be. Let me show you. This here. All right, so if you click these letters right here, if you click the letters, you're gonna have it highlighted. Then when you come to the cutter up here and you click it, let it load. There it is. Now if you look, it's only the letters. So like, where is the picture? Like, where did it go? Like, it's not on there. If you come here, you're like send all colors. Like, there's only one. Like, where did the hat go? Okay, so let me show you what's going on. So whenever you do that and you click something, it's only going to show what you're clicking. So now watch this. Now I'm going to click the cap. So it's only the cap. So when I go in here and I click the cutter, it's only showing the cap now. So now where are the words at? The words aren't there because I have the cap clicked. Now, if I don't click it, so just click off to the side, make sure there's none of these little bubbles, none of these little handlebars or whatever, nothing in the way. Then you could come up here and click it and you'll see the whole thing. All right. So what you don't want to do is send this all at one time. So if you send white, it's going to cut the cap with the white. So you don't want to do that. So come back over here and then take off all colors. All right. So now if you look, you're going to see, if you click the white, you're going to see that the letters are there. And then when you click the black, you have the cap. So you have both pieces now. All right. So that's the main thing you have to remember is do not click something and then click the cutter, because then it's going to be off, right? It's going to either show the cap, or if you have the letters clicked, it's only going to show the letters. So say you do it like this. Let's ungroup this now because I grouped it, right? So we ungroup it and say you click this one and then you're like, all right, let me cut it. Why is it only showing that one? Why is it only showing MCAS Iwokima or whatever it's called? Why is it only showing that one? Because if you come back over here, you have the top one clicked only. All right, so if I come here, it's going to do the same thing, same thing, same thing. So right now, when I had Iwokina clicked, I move off to the side and I click it. Nothing is clicked now. And then when I click the cutter, there's the words. Click the black, there's the cap. All right. So when I cut this, I'm going to cut all this white on one, and then I'm going to cut the black on another. And when I cut the black, I'm going to show you how I used the Cricut mat. I'm going to show you how I use this. It's got a sticky side on it. So it's got a sticky side, and then I'll show you how to do that, right? And it'll save you a lot of vinyl whenever you use up your dead space, all right? So that's going to be the front of the shirt. That's going to be the back of the shirt. And then remember, we can resize this because we're not cutting here. Remember how I told you how to do that? Click anywhere on the back. Click the background. Don't click the word because then it's going to go to the words. Click the background. It's going to show you that. And then resize it. And there you go. All right. Perfect. All right. So that's going to go on the back. The front is going to say MCAS Iwakuna preschool class of 2018, and then his name is actually going to go down here on the bottom. But to use up the dead space. If I put it down here, I'm going to use up all this space right here, and then I'm going to use this right here, and I'm going to waste all this right here, and I'm going to waste this. So what I did was I brought this up here, used up this dead space, right? Used up all this. Now I have no, like, hardly any dead space up here. So got all this to work with, and I'm not wasting any vinyl. And then when I come down, well, matter of fact, this will be, because it's not going to cut that, remember? Anyways, so I saved some space there, right? And then when I do this one, wrong one. And in the future class of 2031, same thing, but he's not going to have a name. And then last but not least, on his right arm, I'm going, the school's a samurai, so I'm going to put this on the shoulder right here. So it's going to be about 3 3/4 high by 2 inches long. So I'm going to be cutting all 3 of these, and the samurai will be cut on a Cricut, on the Cricut pad, the Cricut whatever this is, and then the 2 graduation caps will be also cut. 2 graduation caps will be cut on the Cricut thing also, because remember how it was the last time when I did it, it was all like cutting sideways because of the pressure when the cutter presses the pressure of the cutter presses down. It's pressing more to one side, and when the rollers are rolling and you're pressing down, one's spinning faster than the other and it turns it. All right, so with this right here, it avoids that and keeps it straight the whole time. Okay, so you're gonna want to get, when you get your vinyl, this is what we're gonna use. Make sure you put the shiny side down. All right, so you get the shiny side on there, line it up, put it on there. Use a card, squeegee, whatever. The cutter came with a squeegee, but I left it in my truck, so yeah, just put it on there. Then it's gonna stick to it, all right? And then it's gonna give it that nice even cut without this spinning whenever we get ready to cut it. So let me load this into the cutter, and we'll cut it. All right, so here we go. We're gonna load it in here. Load it in there. Move your rollers over so that I like to have all 3 rollers sitting on there. All 3 rollers are on there, so it's going to keep it from twisting and turning, right? Then we're going to give it a, make sure that it goes all the way across. Yep. Right, so if you look over here, you see that I have my speed at 25, and then my pressure I'm going to lower it down to 210. Alright, and then let's put it online, and we're ready to cut it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to cut is the cap. Make sure you have it flipped, and here it goes. Take it offline, bring it out. Now you can just peel this piece off, and let me bring it over here so I can show you how I weed it. Right, so I got my tool right here. Right, so it's gonna bring it right there and just pull it. Look at that, with the pressure of 210, cut it with no problem. Nice even cut. Lines came out nice and straight. When we flip it around to put on the shirt, it's gonna look nice. Alright, so now I'm gonna load another black in there and cut another one, but I'm not gonna waste your time, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so I got both of those pieces cut. So that's an easy way. Look, this piece was like a leftover piece. This piece was dead space that I used earlier too. So get one of these right here, the Cricut mat. You can get like 3 for $10-15, something like that. But it pays itself off whenever you have so much, when you have vinyl that is, you save this dead space, and now you can use one of these. And then it comes with this right here that you can put back over it to protect it from getting dirty. So put the plastic back on it, same thing, just, and then you're good to go, right? Store it away, and you get ready to cut some more dead space. There you go. You got it right there, right? So I'm gonna load this white up there, and I'm gonna cut these last two pieces, and then we'll start warming up the heat press, and then we'll press it, all right? I'm just gonna show you like this. So now that I have the cap already done, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it out of the way, right? I'm gonna grab this and just save some space, save some vinyl. Bring this down to save that, all right? And then we're gonna cut it, all right? Alright, so first I'm going to show you how I put this on there. That's going to go on the shoulder. The Samurai's going to go on the shoulder. So I'm putting it on the right shoulder, so it's going to go on this side. So what I do is, I use this for my flags also. So what I do is I'm going to give it a quick press. So I get this shirt, and I'll hold it like that, right? Make it as flat as I can, give it a quick press. And by doing that, it's going to give it a line right there. So now I know where the center of this seam is at right here, right? So if I try pressing it like that, it's not going to be level. So what I did was I cut a piece of
sponge.
This is like the foam that is underneath the carpet in your house. So then I'll stick it inside here. Alright, so my line still straight with the seam of the shirt right here. Now I'm going to grab the Samurai. I'm going to put them right there. Alright, and the whole Samurai is on the sponge on the inside so that it's going to give an even press. Alright, so the Samurai's on there. Got my temperature up. Now I'm going to go ahead and press them down. I'm going to go ahead and give it the full 15 seconds since this is only one time I'm going to be pressing this. Alright, it's a hot peel. So take it off. Samurai looks good. There's a Samurai. Alright, so I'm going to leave the Samurai off to the side right here. I'm going to give it a quick press to take the moisture out of the shirt. Here's going to go the inside, this. This, the name, when I cut the name, remember it was here in the middle, but it's actually going down here on the bottom. And then here's the hat that's going to go on top. So use my T-square to find the center of the shirt to line this all up. So we're about almost 5.5 on each side. So that's the middle of the shirt. So I'm going to come like around right there. This is the first part. So I'm gonna line this up to make sure that whenever I press it, the hat's gonna fit on there. Those two are together. And that's gonna go about right there. And then the name is gonna go right under it. Right, so it's two colors. I'm gonna go ahead and press all the white first. So I'm gonna peel this one off. Everything's lined up. And get my Teflon paper and give this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a full press. This one's also a hot peel, same as the black. And then for the second part, make sure there's nothing on here that's going to stick on there. So now I'm going to line up the hat. That'll work. So on this one, remember you want to give it a quick press and then peel it up, because if you don't, you're going to leave this indentation on there. That's going to press into the other vinyl, so we're just going to do a quick press. Did it for about 5 seconds. Then we'll peel it off. So that's off, and now I'm going to give it a full press to press the whole shirt one more time. Right, so there's the front of it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press the back, and then I'll show you when it's done, alright? Alright, so here's the shirt. Came out pretty good. Samurai on the side. That's the front. And that's the back. So with the cutout, they're not overlapping. Because remember when we cut the 2, it actually was cut like that. The edge of the 3, and the same thing on the other side. Right, so that's the end of this video. I hope I answered your questions with why you weren't seeing your image and the text together. Make sure you don't have something clicked. Make sure if you do, you have all the colors shown. How to use the Cricut mat. So if you pick them up, you'll get a couple of them in one single package. You'll get a couple of them. They come in handy for all the dead space. And then the last question was about the cutout. Hope I showed you how to do the cutout. And then last was the rollers on the cutter, if they came installed or not. Mine were installed. So I hope this video helped you. And thanks to my subscribers, we're almost there. We got 14 more to go. Do that giveaway. It's probably gonna be my last video with my cutter and my heat press. Next week they're coming. They're packing my stuff up. But I still be able to answer your questions. I'll have my computer with me, so if I have time, we're gonna be road tripping it like 3,000 miles. So keep in contact. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, like the video, do whatever you gotta do. Till next time, this is Heart and Hustle Printing. So then I have a question from Michelle Hernandez.
Hold on, I need to use the restroom.